we don't have a home football field. Not only do we walk, a mile to Coy for practice, but we have to be bused about 2 miles away to play our home football games. So our kids really and truly have, nothing they call their own except for that uniform.
Hughes is a place that was started, this is a school that was started by a cobbler 160 years ago. And he wanted an ordinary high school, a very fine high school built for the city's poorest kids. We have an 88% poverty rate. 84% of our students are African American. And it's really critical to us that when our kids go up against Woodward in our traditional rivalry, or when they go up against suburban schools or any of the schools in our league, that they be able to hold their head up. We do that academically, that's important, but we also want them to feel like they can compete and look good on that field, that they can hold their own, they can excel, they can do everything that anybody else in any other school can do. That's important to us.
Let this game be one of your best games of your career. It's the last chance you get to play against Woodward. Last chance all of these seniors get to play against this team and be a part of this game. This game right here, as we know, has been played for a long time. It means a lot to a lot of people. Let's go out there and show them what Big Red football is all about. Right now, it's our time to shine to the world. Forget all about our past failures and past successes. Right now, it's the only thing that matters.
It's just been, competitive, smash mouth football. The kids get excited. They know the history of it. And now that it's certified in the record books, we get to celebrate it at every game. We get to have the pregame handshake. We have a special program. The media always comes out. It's just a great event for our kids to understand the tradition of the Hughes-Woodward rivalry, and I think it makes them more interested in turn in the history of our school and taking more pride in what somebody in 1878 wore to play football or 1910 wore to play football.
The National High School Football Records Book lists the Hughes versus Woodward rivalry as the second oldest and continuous high school football rivalry in the country.
It's like a brotherhood for them. It's whether you played for Hughes in 1878, 1978, or 2011, there's a connection there, and I think the kids appreciate that with the history and the knowledge of this rivalry.
I mean, even though I wasn't here for the first 2 years, I still understand the huge rivalry between the schools, going back 100 years. So I understand the importance of it. And even last year when they beat us, I was kind of upset.
William Woodward and Thomas Hughes happened to be best friends. They had shops that sat right beside each other in the early 1800s. And Thomas Hughes was a cobbler. He made shoes. And William Woodward was a tanner. He sold leather and leather goods. So Hughes actually bought the leather to make his shoes from Woodward, which is why we want to develop this rivalry into the leather shoe trophy. We actually hope to have it ready for next year. And the trophy will go back and forth to whichever team wins it for that year. They'll get to display it in their trophy case.
This is the final design that our student athletes have created. We're going to feature Big Red across the chest of the jerseys because in the past 100 years we have never had the name Big Red on our jerseys. And to pay homage to the past, we're also including stripes on the sleeves.
In the early 1900s, Hughes used to have about a 7 to 8 foot statue. It was a replica of the Nike Winged Victory statue. It sat in our atrium at Hughes. It was the first thing everybody saw when they walked in. And in fact, it's one of the biggest mysteries of Hughes is what ever happened to that statue. There's all kinds of myths and legends as to what happened, but nobody truly knows. So the fact that Nike's sponsoring this contest, we have a chance to win some Nike uniforms. We used to have a Nike Winged Victory statue in our atrium, is pretty much, I think, the coolest thing that ties this all in between Nike and Hughes.
Hughes, just do it!